Okay, so now I'm going to play through our second example, and then we'll break it down and learn it note for note. So check it out. Now in our second example, this is considerably faster. We're relying mostly on 16th notes here, 4 notes for every 1 beat. And we're doing a lot of arpeggios. The first chord is A minor, and our first idea sounds like this. So here we're starting off on the note A, 7th fret of the D string, G string 5 to 9, up to the high E string, 5th fret. Then we're going to come back down, 9 to 5 on the G string, 7 D, 5 G. Now we're going to continue this A minor sound by playing 9 on the G string, jumping up to the high E string, 5, 8, 5, back to the G string, 9, 5, 7 D, 5 G. So that's one measure, all 16th notes over the A minor chord. Our next chord is E7, and here's the idea we're using over that chord. This is an E major arpeggio. We're starting off on the 7th fret of the A string. We're then going to play 6, 9 on the D, 5 on the B, back down to the D, 9, 6, 7A, 6D. That's the first half of the measure here for the E7 chord. Continuing, 9 on the D, 5, 9, 5 on the B, 9, 6 on the D, 7 on the A, 6 on the D. So the whole measure of E sounds like this. So now we have that 2-measure phrase between A minor to E7. We repeat that 4 times. So here's what one of those 2-measure phrases sounds like. Now at this point, we're going to move to A major, and here's the phrase over A major. Outlining an A major arpeggio, similar to the A minor, but rather than playing C, we're playing C sharp. So we're starting off on the root note A, 7th fret of the D string. On the G string now we'll play 6 to 9, 5 on the high E, 9 to 6 on the G string, 7 on the D, 6 on the G. So far we've done this for the A major. Continuing, 9 on the G, 5, 9, 5 on the high E, 9, 6 on the G, 7, D, 6, G. So the entire measure of A major sounds like this. Our next chord is D minor. We're going to shift positions. We're going to move up into 10th position to play around the D shape, and the phrase sounds like this. So we start off on the root note D, 12th fret of the D string, 10 to 14 on the G, 10, 13, 10 on the high E, 14, 10 on the G string. And those 8 notes we play 2 times. Now we're moving to G major, and here's the phrase over G major. Once again, we'll have an 8-note phrase that we play 2 times. Starting off on the root note G, 10th fret of the A string. We're then going to play 9, 12 on the D string, 8, 12, 8 on the B string, back to the D string, 12 to 9. So there are 8 notes, and we play those 2 times. Our next chord is C major, and here's our phrase over the C major chord. So I'm going to play 10 on the D string, followed by 9, 12 on the G, 8 on the high E, 12, 9 on the G, 10 D, 9 G. So far we've done this.